Oh my goodness, that's a carp.
Whoever wins the coin toss gets to choose what spot to fish behind us. Heads. Yes!
No!
This side.
Oh, damn it, that's where I saw the carp earlier.
We're Carl and Alex, and we've been fishing together since we were little. We fished across the world and caught loads of different species. Over time though, our brotherly rivalry has grown, and now it's time to find out who is the better angler.
This was going to be a multi-species competition, so the scoring for this episode of Carl vs Alex is as follows. 1 point for a bream, 3 points for the slightly rarer tench, and 5 points for the elusive carp. The match would last 24 hours starting at midday, and the person who ends on the most points is the winner. And for a bit of fun, we decided if one of us catches the lake record, they automatically win the competition.
Yes! No! What's going on?
Oh, and it's over!
What are you doing?
What?
That's not on.
What?
You're about to put that bait out, aren't you?
Oh, no, I was just stretching, warming up my catapult.
Yeah, sounds legit. You can't bait up until 12.
What's the time?
Oh, it's actually 1 minute. 1 minute away.
Come on, you can let me off for that. And the match starts now.
Now I know that carp count for 5 points and bream only for 1, but I came on a session here not long ago and found out that there were a lot of bream. I'm sure Alex is going to get tempted by the carp and the 5 points because he's greedy like that. But I'm gonna play it steady. I'm gonna go for bream. I've got a feeder rod and some corn, so I'm gonna start on that and try and get ahead.
Now, unlike Carl, I've never fished this place before. I don't have a clue what we're in for, but when we did arrive, I spotted some carp on the far side, so that's exactly what I'm gonna go for. You get 5 points for a carp as well, so I'm just gonna try and catch some of them. I'm armed with some boilies, I've got some pellets as well, and I think I'm gonna target that far side with all 3 of my rods. Let's look inside my box of tricks. Gonna pop on a lead clip setup. I think I'll probably need a 2-ounce lead to reach that far side. So you need to attach a rig to that, and then we're ready to cast out.
Alex had seen a couple of carp over by the far margin, so I couldn't resist but tie up a chod rig and cast that out just now. Just means that I'm fishing nice and quickly. I've now had a chance to get my feeder rod tied up, and I'm introducing a bit of bait with the feeder, just a few cagefuls of ground bait, just to try and get those bream feeding in the area. Probably put out 4 or 5, and then I'll get started on the feeder fishing. Just let the feeder hit the bottom, wait for the ground bait to start dissolving out of it, and then strike it, and the bait will all come out. Let's do this. First cast on the feeder. Feeling confident, but judging by my performance in the last 2 Carl vs Alex episodes, I don't know. I've got to concentrate. Watch that tip. And now the long wait begins.
I brought a lot of kit this session, but I forgot my PVA.
All of it?
All of it.
Ha, sucker.
But what I did bring were my binoculars.
Great. Now you can look at your bait really close up.
So I can spy on you, Carl.
Great, wonderful. What, oh, also one question.
Yeah.
What are those?
Bananas.
Isn't that bad luck?
No. Good luck. For me, they're good luck. Because if you eat bananas, you get some sort of vitamins, which is all good for your health. Gives you energy. Tennis players eat lots of bananas. That must mean something. I've got my first rod ready to go. Pop-up rig, 15mm pop-up. Smells like fruit. I was going to attach a PVA bag of boilies, but that's not happening seeing as I forgot my PVA. So I'm just going to cast this out and then catapult a few boilies around the rig. perfect. While I was making sure all 3 of my rods were cast perfectly over to the reeds, Carl was regularly recasting his feeder, trying his best to draw the bream into his swim. Yes! Yes! No way. Yes! I've got a bite! Oh yeah! What's the time? 1:30, Alex, and we've got the first fish of the competition. Big old bream, that! Well, there's one bream that's got me in the lead. 1 point. Well, Carl was 1-0 up, but I had just finished placing my last rod, so I was now ready to catch a carp. Well, that bream completely trashed my rig, snapped my hook link whilst it was in the net, so I've got to retie. I'll wipe all the slime off of everything as well, but 1-0. How do you feel, Alex? I think I'd rather be 1-0 down without any bream slime on my hands than ahead with a slimy bream. Alex, a fish is a fish, and I might be covered in slime, but I'm in the lead, and this is just the start. Nah. It's the end for you. We'll see. I reckon I'll have more. I reckon I could have like 4 or 5 at least. 4 or 5 bream? Yeah. I'd pay to have minus 4 or 5 bream. You're just jealous. No. You are? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. After about half an hour, we had finally finished arguing, and Carl was still getting bites on his feeder rod. Completely missed it. That's on, surely. Yes! Mate, the bream here are big. Flippin' heck, mate. That is a slab. What? 2-0. Oh man, it feels good to be in the lead. I'm just gonna bask in the glory. Enjoy the moment while it lasts. Yeah, whatever. That's the only problem with catching bream. They're just the slimiest creatures ever. Anyway, thank you, Mrs. I think it's a female bream, this one. Thank you, Lady Bream. Wow, the plan is working. It's 2 o'clock. I've had 2 bream. And Alex, I don't think, actually brought any bream gear at all. So if I keep catching them, he's done for. Another feeder full of ground bait going back out. If I catch a bream like every hour of this match and I stay up all night catching bream, I could catch it 1 an hour and end off on 24 points. Fishing isn't all about catching fish, you know, it's about being out in nature, surrounded by wildlife, and also just sitting back and eating nice food. Carrots. Ooh, go on. Crimes are getting bites here. That's got to be on. Yes. Woohoo! Carl's into another one. I was just munching some carrots there, Carl. Cool. I'm just winning the match here. This is for 3 points. You've nearly got the equivalent to a carp. I know, right? And you're not going to catch any carp. What I didn't tell you is that there aren't any carp in here. Not as big as the other one, but a pretty little brasm. What's the Latin for bream? Brasm? Brasimus, brasimus. No. Slimiest fishus in the worldest. Off you go, son. Number 3. Mate, I'm unstoppable. Yeah, I'm gonna win. 3-0. 3-0, but I'm not getting worried just yet. Got to stay calm, stay chilled.
Stay collected.
Carl was catching bream at a consistent pace, but what he didn't realise was that this was going to be his last bite for a while. The bream seemed to have moved out of Carl's area, just as he thought the match was going to be easy. The clock was ticking, and with the day moving into evening, I focused really hard and stayed alert.
It's time to set up the carp rods. The bream fishing has dried right up. I had a few bites early on, but it's just gone dead. So I'm getting the other carp rods ready, because I particularly like those carp rods out this evening when bite time comes in like the last few hours of the day.
You idiot! I'm a little concerned because time's ticking away. We've been here for nearly 5 hours and I haven't had a single line bite, haven't seen any more fish on the far side, and I'm still on 0. But I think it's going to be all about the evening and morning bite. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
No way! Let's drop back, let's drop back. Yeah, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. It's a tench, it's a tench.
No,
Yes.
no.
It's not quite what I was after, but it's better than a bream. I get 3 points for this.
That pop-up's almost too big for him.
Only had to catch one like this, and it's got me nearly catching up with Carl. I think Carl's 1 point ahead.
Damn.
But a couple more
And
of
it's
these.
tiny. My bream were bigger than
I
that
know
as
your
well.
bream were bigger,
But
but
the
tench
tench
harder
here
to
are-
catch.
Yeah, the tench are quite rare in here.
And all I need is a couple more of these, and I'll be well in the lead. Look at the eye of these tench. They're so vivid, like blood red almost.
Well, the weather has turned a lot more carpy. The sun has gone away. It's got a lot cloudier, and the temperatures have dropped as well, which I think is perfect for the carp fishing. That said, we still haven't had any bites on the carp rods. Oh, Alex had a tench, but the carp are just being quite elusive at the moment.
It's that time of the day again, dinner time. What are you cooking up?
Pasta la vista, baby. Just pasta. Although the water's not boiling, because it's pretty windy. Oh no, now it is. Yeah, it's good. Master Chef. I'd win at that as well. What? No, I wouldn't. The wind has completely changed direction though. It was blowing up this way, and now it's blowing completely the other way. As long as it blows the carp towards my swim, then it's all good.
Oh, you look like Buddha sat there praying to the gods that these rods go off, but they won't because you're a nod. Don't play with matches, Alex. Children should not play with match. Alex, what are you doing? Oh, did you put it in your mouth? You didn't.
I think I burnt my tongue.
You're an idiot. Well, Alex might have won the last couple of Carl versus Alex fishing challenges, but he definitely doesn't win when it comes to IQ. This guy's, he's not all there.
Dusk was approaching and the conditions felt perfect for a bite.
Oh my goodness, that's a carp. Just as I thought nothing was gonna happen this evening, the rod is gone. Stuck in the reeds. Damn, that pulled so hard. I just gotta hope that comes out of the reeds. Oh, there it is. I felt it. That might have been it coming off, don't know. Please stay on. Wow, I had to put some pressure on that, but he's coming in now. It's got a big load of weed over it at the moment. Yes, there he is. I've caught myself a carp. It's really long. What's the score? It was 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. I had to use my finger, count on my fingers to plus.
That's what your fingers are for.
I didn't do very good at maths at school, I'll be honest. It was worth taking the bet. It was worth switching over to the carp rods when the bream fishing dried up, because I got one in the net. Look at that. Yes. It's certainly nice when a plan actually works out. And I switched my rods over to the carp gear. This one was actually on a chod rig that I cast towards quite a weedy area, but an area where I had seen a fish jump a little bit earlier on in the day. And yeah, got myself a carp. 5 points. Well, that fills me with confidence going into the night with quite a lead on my side. Just got to get the rod sorted and cast back out there before it gets too dark to be able to see where it lands.
It's bedtime. Do you want me to show you what I've been watching this evening?
I don't know. Wait, what? That makes no sense.
Caption is zombie fish. Don't know what that means, but you know, internet is a wonderful place to find all sorts of stuff. Too bright. I needed this. No more fish for both of us during the night, which means Carl is still 6 points more than me. 9-3. Well, I need this and more.
Can you imagine if it's the biggest fish in the lake and you just out and out win just with that?
Okay. Yeah. 8, 9.
Uh-oh.
There we go. There's my prize for my efforts. Not exactly like I put much effort in this morning. I was in very deep sleep, just
hiding away from all the rain that came, but it did wonders to the fishing and I managed to bite, which means I'm only 1 point away from Carl. It's going to be close today. It's going to be a matter of who can probably catch the next carp, if we can catch another carp. But there we go. Quite similar to Carl's one, really long, really skinny and long, powerful fish. Nice. Morning update. It is pouring down with rain and it has been for the last few hours. That carp that I just caught woke me up and has now got me thinking about the competition again. I'm 1 point behind, but it's all been quiet in Carl's swim as well, so things are looking quite close.
Oh yeah! No! What's going on?
This is it. If this is another carp, which I'm pretty sure it is, this is gonna boost me so much. But I've got to land him. He is pulling really hard towards the reeds. Come on. And that puts me in the lead. That's exactly what we needed, a morning bite on my rods. 2 morning bites. Well, this is exactly what I needed to happen. The carp to get on the feed this morning over my spots, and I'm ahead. This is a worrying sight. Carl has gained the confidence to get out in the rain with his feeder rod and try and win it back. The bream fishing yesterday afternoon slowed right up for Carl, and all I could hope for was that the shoal was still in another part of the lake. But I could tell Carl was putting maximum effort into it, regularly recasting his feeder and baiting his swim little and often.
It's a 10. No. Where's my net?
What have you got?
Oh, it's a tench.
Oh no.
Some weed and also a tench. How close does that get me?
10, 11, 12. So you're 1 behind.
Oh, it's been hard this morning for me. I've just had to watch Alex catch 2 carp. But this pretty little tench gets me 3 points and I must be pretty close now.
I think you're 1 behind me.
1 behind, but I'm just gonna keep on trying. Time is certainly ticking away and I just need 1 more bite. 1 bream would bring it up to a draw. Another lovely tench would put me in the lead.
There's 1.
Yes! Champion! Oh wait, no.
You're drawing.
Drawing. I literally got minutes. Come on.
At this point I was getting worried. All Carl needed was 1 more point to secure himself a win.
How did that not get on? Oh my god, the bite though. Just whacking around and then just nothing.
All I could do was watch, at the same time as hoping one of my rods would magically burst into life.
How long have I got left?
10 minutes.
It's got to be less than 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes left when I had the fish earlier. I need one bite. As long as it's a Bream potential carp, then I could win. Well, I'm rushing now. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not looking good. Even if I don't catch one though, at least I didn't lose this time.
Unless one of my rods over there.
That's just not going to happen. There was a fish on the end. I literally went to reel in thinking that was game over. What? The fish must have been on, but just didn't give me a bite. Well, this could be it, Alex. This could be what I was after. It's a Bream, all right.
Oh, and it's over.
Well, what have we got? 2 minutes or something?
Not long at all.
Champion!
By 1 point, no.
Oh, mate, if one of your rods goes off now, I would be so gutted. There it is. Alex, I'm pretty certain, just got beaten by a Bream.
No.
No worse way to lose, eh? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, yes.
Carl had taken the victory and I couldn't quite believe it.
Been beaten. Carl has beaten me. No!
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Carl vs Alex. If you enjoyed and you'd like to watch some more, then I definitely recommend clicking one of the videos that's on screen now. See you next time.